just a quick disclaimer about the previous two episodes, as if anything I say is important enough to warrant a disclaimer. It really doesn't matter what I say. I'm myself talking to myself, but let's have it anyway. Just a quick disclaimer. The previous two episodes are absolutely gives a belligerent in the thick of battle a license to believe what he or she wants to believe. A license to tell lies to the world. To tell the world that his or her cause is a just cause, regardless of whether it is or not. It may well be, but regardless of whether it is or not. Now, this doesn't wash if, for example, you've got a situation where we Europeans are coming here to Australia and just completely taking over the indigenous mobs. That's not a fair war. But the context of the previous two episodes wasn't to try and justify Europeans coming to Australia and just completely rolling over the top of the indigenous people of Australia. It wasn't to justify that. You can exclude that as an example from my previous episodes. I actually had my eye on an African war somewhere. As you might know if you listened to a couple of my episodes, which you wouldn't, but I had my eye on those, and I was giving a license, as if that party wanted it or needed it, but look, I was giving a license to a place that is being attacked at present, called Tigray, to paint its cause the colour of justice. I was giving, look, there's two parties in this war at the moment in Ethiopia, and there's one mob attacking the other mob. Now, both mobs, no doubt, are running absolutely well-defended arguments as to why their causes are just causes, And I think I gave examples. The one that's doing the attacking is probably saying, rightly or wrongly, I'm not going to get into that, but the one that's doing the aggression, the attacking, is probably saying, we have to do that because in the past, if we've let that mob go, they've done that to us, And the mob getting attacked, well, that's an easy one, They're getting attacked, so they think that's fairly unjust, But what I was doing here is not, for example, trying to find a way to justify Europeans, for example, smashing Indigenous Australians. I'm not trying to justify that. Although I'm sure that at the time when the Europeans came here, they thought their cause was a just cause. But I'm not trying to justify Europeans doing any of these sorts of things. I'm justifying Africans doing these sorts of things to, specifically this particular mob of Africans, the Tigrayans. I'm giving, in my mind, I have to make sense of it, because I'm listening to that mob at the moment, because I know some people from that mob, and they are saying our cause is completely just in every possible way, and the cause of the other mob that's attacking us is completely unjust in every possible way. So, I've got no right to say no, that's not right. You can't say that. I've got no right to say that. It's not even my war. So I have to find a way, as I'm listening to that sort of stuff, I have to sit back and say nothing. But in my head, I have to justify that to myself. You know, how can I say nothing when I'm hearing, a justification that to me sounds one-sided? How can I justify that to myself? Well, the last 2 episodes did that. I found a way to be able to sit here and listen to a justification from one side or the other, actually, on why that side or that side has a completely just cause and the other side has a completely unjust cause. It was my way of being able to chat to people on both sides of the war without having to butt in all the time and say, oh, but hasn't the other side got a point? I don't think it's my place to do that. If this mob says our cause is completely just, I think me not being involved, I have to say, I'm listening.